Hey, it's Brent. Today we're working on this bathroom ceiling. There's been some bad patch jobs done in here. And in order to try to fix this up, it's gonna be easier just to skim this all out. Right now it's got a textured knockdown, which isn't great in bathrooms. This way we can skim everything out real nice, give it a good solid coat of paint, and it should be good to go. There used to be a wall here. You can see that they've patched this in and done a terrible job. It seems pretty solid, so I should be able to just try and sand it down and skim it. We got another one here. You can see there's fiber tape in there. I guess it's okay. But then I have, maybe there's that here. I don't know what, I'm probably gonna have to just tape over that. And then around here, they've cut this and put this shower head in, and then they just kind of pushed everything back in. I'm gonna have to tape that, unfortunately. So I'll cover all this up, take these pot lights out, take this fan cover down. I'm gonna plastic everywhere, and I'm gonna be able to leave it up because the homeowners are gone. This hot light, and I've just put the electrical connection, just plugged it up in the ceiling. I don't really see much insulation above it, which isn't good. This connection's supposed to be inside here, and there should be a wire clip. So that's sharp, could cut that, and then this is just in the ceiling. I imagine the other one's the same. Other side's the same. I'm gonna sand some of these crappy spots they tried to texture in, and I'll tape it. Mix up a bunch of 20. Just gonna scrape off any high spots now that this 20 is set, and then I'll coat it with 45.
Want to really make sure the corners are nice and cleaned out, because you don't want to be sanding it when you have to. Alright, the ceiling's all dry. I'm going to give it another scrape and sand, and it should be ready to go. It's just like the last time, except this time I'm going to use just a topping, finishing fill mud. There's not as much glue in it. It's easier to spread out. You can use an all-purpose. You could try and do it again with 45 or 90 or something, but it's harder to sand. This is going to give it a nice finish. Just a skim coat, so I don't need to put very much on. If there's any bad spots, maybe build it up a little bit extra, but other than that, we should be good to go. Skim coat's all dry, looks pretty good. Just gonna give it a light sand. I'll probably have a few spots I'll need to touch up, but I'll wait till it's primed. So we'll get to it. Okay, we're ready for primer. I always use stain blocking primer in any area that may have some moisture problems. So although the ceiling looked pretty white, there could be some moisture, and when you put regular primer on there, it can start to turn brown, and you can put coats and coats and coats of paint on there, and you're always going to see brown spots. So I just use a really good quality stain blocking primer. You can use this Bullseye 123 or like a Kills, and give it a nice thick coat and let it dry good, and then I'll go back and do some touch-ups and everything before I start doing my top coat. Couple quick patches. Instead of just standing waiting for them to dry, we'll hit it with the heat gun. You give the ceiling a quick sand. It's nice to sand between coats of your paint. I'm gonna go around and cut in first, and I'll roll it all out. I like to use a big fat roller. It gives a little bit of a texture to the ceiling, so you hide some of the imperfections and holds a lot more paint too. couple rough spots in the corner, I'll touch it up with some painted bukkake. There we go, all done. Nice and flat.